Hi, everyone. Welcome back to The Gist. I am your host, Ellie. Today we are discussing, are you having a baby for love or financial security? First, Draya, now Joy. Who is next? Okay, let's dive right into it. On March 8th, 2024, which is International Women's Day, Draya Michele, a former reality TV star slash swimsuit owner and model, announced her pregnancy. Now, a 39-year-old woman announcing her pregnancy is nothing new, but the outrage comes from the discovery who her baby daddy is. Her baby daddy, 22-year-old Houston Rocket player Jaylen Green. Yes, you heard correctly, 22 years old, meaning he was born in the year 2002. Mind you, Drea has two children, a 22-year-old son and a 7-year-old son from previous relationships. We don't know much about the first baby daddy, but her second baby daddy, also her ex-fiance, is former NFL player Orlando Scandrick. Aside from their 17-year age difference, this relationship just seems rather odd. Many are wondering, why would a woman who is close to the age of 40 want to engage in a relationship, let alone get pregnant by someone who is practically the same age as her son? How did that interaction come about? What could they possibly share? Many are wondering, why would this young man who has a promising future get a 39-year-old woman pregnant? Granted, she is a beautiful biracial woman, but he has so much in store. Where are his friends, his family members to hold him accountable? Have fun, but do not get this woman pregnant because that could jeopardize your promising future. Now, allow me to introduce you to Joie Chavis. She is a dancer, entrepreneur, but better known as the baby mother of the rapper Bow Wow and Future. She just recently announced her pregnancy with her third child by NFL player Travon Diggs. Granted, the age gap is just 10 years in comparison to Drea's situation, with Joy being 35 years old and Travon being 25. However, many are questioning this relationship. They've been together for a few years now, but word around the street, by street I mean the internet, he is a deadbeat father. He is not taking care of his two other children. Aside from the deadbeat father allegations, it seems Travon may have not been quite happy with the news. As soon as Joy posted her video, which showed her stomach, almost immediately Travon deactivated his Instagram. He is not to be found on this app. That begs the question, was he aware? Or is he embarrassed? Ladies, please learn from both of these women. They have multiple children's fathers. Granted, these men are affluent to a certain extent, but one has to think, how is this affecting the children? They have multiple siblings, half siblings in different homes. Is this productive for the well being of your children? These men seem like they are young, rich, and they are just enjoying the moment that's right in front of them. They are not actually planning. They are disciplined when it comes to their crafts, but however, when it comes to their body and procreation, they are not disciplined. They are lacking in that field. If I had a younger brother, context, I'm currently in my 30s, but if I had a younger brother, I would advise him on two things. Number one, you need to know how a woman gets pregnant. By that, I mean he needs to understand how ovulation happens. He needs to understand how the menstrual cycle happens. It's one thing to find a woman attractive, it's one thing to participate in intimacy, but I would encourage and sit my brother down and walk him through and explain to him how a menstrual cycle works. He needs to know this information because he may be partaking in intimate acts. He may be having fun, but he needs to remember all you need is one opportunity, and that one opportunity can change your life. Secondly, I would sit him down and explain the financial requirements it is to have a child. Not only will you need to physically be involved in this child's life, children cost money, whether that may be diapers, formula, daycare. The cost adds up, especially if you want to put your child slash children in a good program in a good area that requires money. So don't get excited just because your hormones are raging. You want to participate in grown folks' business and not realize that's going to cost you. Granted, rap culture, hip hop culture promotes the elimination of children as soon as you find out you are pregnant. However, men have to consider if the woman does not want to go through with that, that will become your responsibility. Ladies, whether you're in your 20s, 30s, or above, there are two things I want you to consider before procreating with a man just because he is affluent, just because he is an athlete that has money. Because let him get injured, his career could be in jeopardy. Let him violate his contract and he would lose that sponsorship. Number one, do not get pregnant just because you can. Ladies, to a certain age, you should know how the ovulation process works. You should know how to prevent pregnancy. Do not purposely get pregnant because you are with a man that has money. It's not going to serve you in the long run because let's say you get pregnant by him. It's all good and well. He may decide to break up with you. Then he can decide to ignore your calls. He may never want to see the children. What are you going to say when your children see your famous baby daddy all over the screens at movie premieres and they are wondering, why isn't my daddy seeing me? Why isn't my daddy calling me? And you have to find reasons and excuses as to why you chose incorrectly. Secondly, stop having children with men you are not married to. I hear this statement all the time. Marriage is a piece of paper. It's too much commitment. Yet you are going to have a child by him. You are going to risk your life, but yet marriage is too much of a commitment. It's a piece of paper. Well, honey, money is a piece of paper. If we are talking about things being useless, money is a piece of paper, but you see value in it. Women, I need you to require commitment, permanent commitment. That means access to his wealth. That means you are on his will. That means you have access to his life insurance. Ladies, please don't sell yourself short. I can understand if you find yourself in a situation. First kid, you were in love, you were young, you got pregnant. Second kid, he might have bamboozled you. But if you are going on your third child, there should be some growth. There should be some knowledge where you require men to marry you. There was a time when you would not have a child out of wedlock. There was the requirement of marriage. He couldn't even smell the same air as you unless he was committed to you. Ladies, I need you to pick up those standards, raise them high, make these men commit. Do not raise homes alone. It is not worth it. The pain, the agony that you go through raising children by yourself. You are supposed to have support. You are supposed to do this with someone else. You are not supposed to do this alone. With that being said, I want to thank you for tuning into The Gist. Please make sure you like, you share, and comment down below. I would love to hear what you think about this topic. All right, I'm going to catch you on the next one. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.